Hi, dear friends. Now we can consider the neutron as a potential well as a system like this. Here we are considering a potential a square well potential with depth minus V0 and V0 this V0 is reduced about 35 MeV. This is the depth of the potential well. The bound state of the neutron lies in around minus 2 MeV. We have already seen the binding energy of the neutron is about 2.22 MeV. Now we can consider here the binding energy, the bound state is, or the potential well of the neutron is about minus 2 MeV, and the well length is considered as small r, and the potential well ends at the uh, capital letter R. This capital letter R represents the surface, the size of the neutron nucleus. Okay, then we will where V of R, the potential energy V of R is equal to minus V0, which is below the radius of the or the diameter of the neutron, and here small letter r represents the proton and the separation between proton and the neutron, and the potential energy V of R is 0 for R greater than R. The small r represents the separation between the proton and neutron. So R is in effect a measure of the diameter of the neutron. So for example, we are assuming that capital letter R is the size of the neutron. For example, from here is the size of the neutron, and this length is okay. This length is R, and now assuming that the proton lies here and neutron lies here, and separation is small r. In this region, the potential energy is minus 2 MeV, and if we increase the separation, if we are going to separate the nucleons in the neutron, goes to the, for example, neutron lies here and proton lies here, the separation is r, that is the diameter of the neutron. I already told you that this is the, from here to here is the size of the neutron, and we are separating the nucleons from here to here. Then we are approaching the separation is approaching to the size of the neutron. Then the potential energy is 0. When at the surface is 0. That means they can easily separate. Let us assume that the lowest energy state of the neutron is just like the lowest energy state of hydrogen atom as L equal to 0. At ground state, we are considering the lowest energy state represents the ground state. Then the radial part of the equation, the quantum mechanical equation, you can consider as minus h pro square by 2m d square u by dr square plus u of r equal to e u of r h psi. This is h psi equal to e psi. Okay. Schrodinger equation, radial part of the Schrodinger equation. Then this is a second order differential equation. Then you know how to solve this second order differential equation. Just consider this as an assignment and solve this equation. And finally you will get for r less than r, u of r equal to a sin k1 r plus b cos k1 r. Okay, where k1 equal to square root of 2m into e plus v0 by h cross square, and for r greater than r you will get u of r equal to c e power minus k2 r plus d e power k2 r, where k2 equal to square root of minus 2me by h cross square. Remember that e less than 0 for bound state. It means e is minus negative for bound state. Therefore, just take this as an assignment and solve this second differential equation and find whether you are getting these solutions. Okay, then submit. To keep the wave function finite for r tends to infinity, we must have d equal to 0. For when r tends to infinity, this equation becomes infinity, but it should not be like this. So we assume that for limiting the wave function, we assume that d is equal to 0 for r tends to infinity. And keep finite for r equal to 0, we must have b equal to 0. And to keep the wave function finite, we assume that b equal to 0 at r equal to 0. U of 0 equal to 0. Okay. Then applying these continuity conditions on u and du by dr at r equal to r, we will obtain k1 cot k1r equal to minus k2. Okay, this is also an assignment. You submit this solution. Okay, I will give you this as a problem. Okay, you already seen from the figure that the deuteron bound state is very close to the zero potential energy. That means they are easy to separate since the binding energy is 2 MeV. That means if the nucleon force were just a bit weaker than this, the deuteron bound state would not exist. Okay. Then the spin and parity of deuteron. The total angular momentum I of the deuteron should have 3 components: the individual neutron spin and proton spin of the neutron and proton, each equal to half, and the orbital angular momentum L of the nucleons as they move about their common center of mass. So the total angular momentum I equal to Sn plus Sp plus L. When we solve the Schrodinger equation for the deuteron, we assumed L equal to 0 in analogy with the lowest bound state or 1s state atomic hydrogen. The measured spin of the neutron is I equal to 1. Since the neutron and proton spins can be either parallel for a total of 1 or anti-parallel for a total of 0, there are 4 ways to couple Sn, Sp and L to get the total I equal to 1. Since the measured spin of deuteron is I equal to 1. For that, there are 4 ways to couple the Sn, Sp and L. The methods are Sn and Sp parallel with L equal to 0. Parallel means 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Then L equal to 0. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 1. Then Sn and Sp anti-parallel, that means 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 0, then it will equal to 1. And C is Sn and Sp parallel with L equal to 1. Sn and Sp parallel with L equal to 2 state. Another property of the neutron that we can determine in its parity, even parity or odd parity, the behavior of its wave function when R tends to minus R, by studying the reaction involving neutron and the property of the photon emitted during the formation of neutron, we know that its parity is even.